My name is Elisabeth Lauffer, and I will be reading from In the Belly of the Queen by Kurdish-German writer Karosh Taha. The story is told from the perspective of two characters, Amal and Raffiq, young people in the Kurdish community growing up in a high-rise housing project in a western German city. Both narratives focus on Shahira, the mother of Amal and Raffiq's classmate Younes. Shahira breaks from the conventions of the immigrant community, for which she is both reviled and revered, and in either case, she is a source of endless fascination for the young narrators. I'll begin reading from Amal's perspective. No one wants to fight Younes. They lurk like hyenas, prowl around him and whisper in each other's ear, then burst out laughing and screech something unintelligible, and it makes me want to stick my fist in their mouths, but all I'm allowed to do is sit on the bench, the only person there. I'm a girl, and there are no spectators because it's boring, because no one will get in the ring with Younes. I'm just here with Younes, who really wants to fight in the boxing club for boys, and already scares people and makes me come watch, because I'm not allowed to be here, because the boxing club is just for boys, the student teacher says. Younes told me I didn't have to come, and I didn't say that I don't trust Raffiq's crowd. I didn't have to, because we both remembered the basketball dribbling. We both know they're sneaky cowards, like 5 fingers that are strong as a fist, but otherwise easy to break. I kind of like seeing their insecurity, but only kind of. With Younes in the middle, they look like little hills. Younes transforms them into the 5th grade boys that circled him, tugged at him. The hands came at him from all directions, and I wasn't strong enough, so I started biting. And they pulled my hair, which Younes and I chopped off in the bathroom. We took his mother's scissors and chopped furiously, and planned how we were going to take down Raffiq and his friends. But our plans remained just that, because they surprised us by yanking Younes's backpack on the stairs to our classroom. And I managed to catch Younes from falling, and they called him a son of a whore. And I pushed Raffiq off the stairs, and he broke his leg, so he couldn't play soccer anymore, and had to wait. And the boys grew even wilder. Their group transformed into an animal hunting us. Younes kept a straight face, as if he were just waiting for his father to come back finally, so they'd stop hitting him in the back. And we ran to Younes's mother, and she sheltered us in her arms. Today, Younes stands before these little boys and challenges them. He points at Raffiq and says, "You and me," says, "Let's fight." And Raffiq shakes his head, shakes and looks at the others, says he'd rather let Walid, who's also shaking his head, punch him in the face than let someone like you touch him, he says. And Younes stands quietly by the student teacher, who looks completely lost beside Younes. He can't force anyone to fight Younes, so he claps his hands and suggests everyone practice sparring with a partner. And he knows that Younes doesn't have a partner, and all I'm allowed to do is sit on the bench. No one wants to fight Younes. When he clocks you in the temple, you stand beside yourself like a shadow. Your body is numb to touch. Food tastes salty. You run to the bathroom and throw up, and the fear of Younes grows. You could spread a world map across Younes's back, and there'd still be room for another Asia. When I stand directly behind him, his shoulders block my view, and I take a seat on the floor with the others, all lined up in a row. They don't look at Younes. They behold him. He doesn't know all that, but maybe he can sense it, and it makes him sad. I volunteer, stand up, try to look as tall as possible. My mouthguard tastes sour because I forgot to wash it. It's too big for me. I feel vulnerable because it pushes out my lips so much it's like Younes's fist is already in my mouth. After a while, my jaw will start to hurt. Walid yells, "At least you finally shut up." The others laugh, and the Czech student teacher stifles a grin. He's been coaching us for a few months, and the boys like him because he used to be a bouncer and amateur boxer, but now he's a Muslim. So he says, at least. He says the tattoos on his forearms are his witnesses. He says there's no erasing past mistakes. He says they show you who you might have become. The boys nod solemnly when the student teacher serves up his 7th grade philosophy lessons. His posturing annoys me, but he's sturdily built and scary when he gets in your face. Younes isn't thinking about the Czech. He's looking at me, his expression not stern, but grateful, because I've saved him from standing alone in the ring. We're fighting against each other, Younes, not together, I want to remind him. We're not in 5th grade anymore, when I would punch anyone in the stomach who gave him a hard time. I don't need to anymore, because Younes has grown into a mountain. Thank you.